Hey guys, Roxanne got a battle with just some random Wi-Fi guest. I guess their name was Athena, because that was their in-game name. So yeah, I'm just waiting for them to come on. This part is pretty much just sped up. This is like in times 4, that's how long they took. Yeah, so, I got a new team here. It's not my standard team that I'm working on, but it's pretty good. It's not as much stuff as you usually see. And here we go. He starts with or she, I should say, starts with a Staraptor, and I start with a Gengar. This isn't as much as a standard Gengar. And, I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp because, that would get their attack lowered. But I guess they were predicting a Thunderbolt here because they switched out to a Tangrowth, which would take a Thunderbolt pretty well. And I don't see Tangrowths as much as some other physical walls, but I know they do put stuff to sleep, so I'm going out to the Roserade with Natural Cure just to absorb the sleep. I didn't have any idea what it was going to do next. I figured it wasn't going to leave sheet in case I stayed in, because it might have thought I had Sleep Talk and not realized that it had Natural Cure, or it just didn't know what I was going to do. But so I switched back out to Gengar, expecting absolutely nothing, and Knock Off, which messes up a little bit because it does have a leftovers, because it is sort of a wall. So knocked off my leftovers, which was pretty upsetting. I mean, it's such a bad move, Knock Off. I think it was like 15, maybe 20 power, and then I didn't realize this before, but I did have Sludge Bomb. This probably would have KO'd it from the beginning. So it may have not, I don't know, but it's a cool Gengar. I'll probably make a new one, or at least get a new one, or raise a new one. And he's in a little Magmortar, and I figured it was Scarfed because he would have no reason to send it out. But he's Psychicked. I did have a Honchkrow here, but I figured I might as well not go with Honchkrow and just going with Gyarados and try and set up a sweep. I figured right here he was going to switch back to the Staraptor for the Intimidate, but I guess he figured he was going to try and get as much damage in as he could. And so he Psychicked, and it does like 110 damage, which is 115 actually, and that's okay, and it's a lefty's Gyarados. So brings me back up, and I didn't realize I was gonna be faster, so he probably doesn't have max speed. So, and he's gonna, oh wait, I think max speed is, no, he should still be Psychic, and does a little bit less that time. So now I can pretty much just beat anything that will come out, except like a Skarmory, that retarded wall stuff. And of course Waterfall is gonna take out the Magmortar because it doesn't have a sash. And here comes in a Caesar. I don't know. I guess he had Bullet Punch, but I just realized it wasn't going to be very effective, so he Quick Attacks. And surprisingly, well, not that surprisingly, I live though. I take it fairly nicely. And I Waterfall. I mean, he had a Life Orb, so surprised it did that little. And Waterfall will easily take down the Scizor. So yeah. Next up, I make a little bit of an over prediction, but I didn't want to risk the Stealth Rocks because I did have a sash in my back of my team, and I figured, Roar would mess me up too, so he Ice Beams, and surprisingly, even at 69, it only did 64 damage, and I managed to live, and I'm pretty sure this wouldn't have KO'd. But I was like, wow, I really, really hope I get the flinch or a crit, or it just does KO if it's like a special one. And I get the crit, and you never know. It could have KO'd. I don't really care if it does or not. If the crit mattered, and he sends back in the Staraptor. I was in an Ice Fang, and I was like, don't disconnect, I'm recording. Like, oh, I wouldn't. And he ran, so I guess that's it. Hope you enjoyed the battle.